and welcome to Zero to Hero, episode 8. Last time out we reached level 51, been progressing story as well. So today I'm going to collect these quests, but for now I'm not going to run them. I'm slightly under leveled for these quests, so there's two sort of the level 54 enemies. There's two trials that we haven't run, so although the last one that I completed was trial 3, because I've hit level 50, trial 5 is unlocked. Trial 4 we haven't run it yet, so I might as well do that, although I can skip it. These are going to be level 40 enemies, so it should be relatively easy, he says. And I probably should have equipped Fireball for this. We'll see how it goes with... Oh, actually I can still pull them in with Arc Lightning. I forgot about that. It's an AoE. Or it jumps, I should say. It's not an AoE as in the true sense of a area of effect skill. We shall see what drops we get. I forgot to mention I've recrafted some of the gear as well, so we need to look at that once we've completed this. So these aren't particularly fast clearances, but it's not a problem. It's more about just getting them done and seeing what we get for drops. These are going to be much quicker once I get the vial of wind spirit unlocked. Now I don't have a great deal of life on hit, so I don't want to eat too many of Garm's balls, or spits should I say. I have no idea what I'm saying. He does a poisonous spit, which stacks poison damage over time on you. That blue aura that was on the floor is a healing aura. If you stand in that, it removes any poison stacks on you. There was sort of an orangey red one as well on the floor. That's a damage buff if you stand in that. So warriors, a good tactic for Garm is to try and have those, spawn him in a position where you can have those two auras overlap and stand on the points that he can't do any damage through his poison, and you get a damage buff. Ranged attackers, it's a case of get to blue whenever you can. Let's go run trial 5. I'm trying to think if I want to keep these skills or not. Yes, we will. So those are pretty useless because it was only level 40 stuff, so this will at least give us level 50 items. I saw some elites down here, so let's pull them in. Oh, we're burning through things easily. might be worth giving Trial 6. Actually, we're going to be seriously under leveled for Trial 6. Let's not do that. That would probably hurt a lot. So on low levels, Kara, which is the boss that we're going to meet on this trial, is probably the easiest. For mages at higher levels, she's an absolute nightmare because she hits like a runaway train. So a regular attack is just a little fireball. You want to avoid the flying swords. If you move too far away, she has all these things. These minions can buff her either with a defensive buff or a power buff. If they channel a white beam to her, she's getting a defensive buff, and then a reddish orangey coloured one is increasing her damage. So it's just a case of trying to make sure she doesn't get buffed. So for completing that, should have picked up some treasure. How do these compare? Extra gold and nature damage. That's a shielding one, isn't it? It looks nice. It's not really going to help us. It's going to give us a big deflect rating, reduce our armour a lot. And as a mage, I don't want to be being hit. Deflects, I think, are utterly useless as well. So we'll salvage all that, and then I'll quickly talk about the gear that I crafted, because I keep forgetting about that. So I've had a few items now upgrade automatically to legendary when I went to craft epics. So the helmet experience extra gold haste, it threw in critical damage as a bonus stat. Experience extra gold haste, experience extra gold haste, you can see a pattern. Experience extra gold ability rate. These need recrafting. That was a drop, wasn't it, or a reward. Pants and boots were the last things that I crafted. Experience extra gold movement speed, experience extra gold movement speed, and I got an upgrade to legendary, so we've got some life on hit on them. And then the staff as well, I decided to upgrade that. Experience extra gold. I could only craft blues at the time. It upgraded to an epic and gave me dodge rating. So where are we? Level 51. I will probably, off camera now, go and rerun some of the earlier story maps, just to get a bit of experience and up our level a bit to 54, I think, and then we shall meet back here. And we're back. So I've reached level 54. What I did was run the temple another 4 times, and I went back to a couple of earlier maps and I ran Trial of Frost. Temple is now completed 5 times. I think I ran one here, and I ran one down here and thought, no, they're a bit too slow, so ran the trial. That got us to level 54, so I'm happy to carry on with the wall. And then after this, good things might be happening. Our first really good thing. So we need to repair the wall as we go along. remember if either of these can be repaired. No. That one can. This one can. That one can, even though you can't see a mark for it. So one more section to fix. Frostbeam as well has finished upgrading to level 5, so I've got Blizzard upgrading to level 2 now. So that should give us some more damage. Well, I'm hoping once we finish this level that our damage isn't so much of a major issue, depending on how crafting goes for an item that we're about to unlock. And I can't remember if I need to craft all lower versions of it. If so, we won't be able to do what I want to do. But we shall see. It will still be a nice bonus whatever we get. Trying to save the frost beam for a small area up ahead where there's a load of elites all sat in a small area. Namely through in here. Okay, it's not a particularly great map for having a frost beam on. Potentially they should come in a line towards this one. And after this we're into a ambush map, but we're not far off fighting Elban, which is a fight that can be a struggle when you're low level, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. So I'm keen to reach the end of this world, just so we unlock another daily. Tome of the Void, that's much better than what we've got equipped. What do we have there? Life on hit and deflect rating. Power and haste. Yes, I like that. So we can turn in these quests, pick up Into the Fray. I can't remember if there's any other quests nearby? Yes, there are. We'll put these in here. We can salvage the items that I've picked up, smoking them out for the ambush map. Yeah. So we've hit season level 9, and the important thing with season level 9 is that it's giving us this extra 5 glory that I wanted. So we're now up to 20 glory, and that is what I needed to unlock the vial of wind spirit, which might make a big difference, but I don't know if I can instantly craft an epic version, but let's find out. So vial of wind spirit, click on unlock for 20 glory. Experience, extra gold. Let's go with vitality. So the good thing with this is we're going to be getting 50 haste while we're attacking. Once we get 10 stacks of that, we're going to do 11,250% weapon damage as an AoE around us. So that is going to be really handy. Not only for finishing off levelling up this character, because this recipe is now unlocked, it's available to any character that we make on this account, and that will include event characters. We're almost out of gold. I am not going to need to recraft this at all. That's clearly a lot better than this. So let's add that into there and see how it behaves. And an ambush map isn't a particularly good one to demonstrate it on. What are we? 54. If I run trial 5 again, what we can do is run around so we can see this icon here. It says glory. I think that's a bug in the game, but it's increasing our haste because we've got loads of extra stacks of it. So if I can be near a load of mobs when the AoE goes off, as it just did, it will kill them all. Tome of the Void. Ah, so it's the same as a Necronomicon. 29% chance to summon a skeleton to fight for you whenever you kill an enemy. I was wondering what all these skeletons suddenly appearing were. It's a shame they can't act like bone shields as they used to a very long time ago. But now in trials, there, look at that, it just blew up everything around us. So it's a case of trying to stick close to enemies whilst hitting them and letting that AoE clear up. So that is our first truly heroic thing that we've got. That wasn't a particularly good one. Where are we on this map? It's not a particularly good one. So it's not a great run, because I've missed most of the enemies out as I ran around. I just wanted to show off the nice trinket that we, nice trinket we now have. So we see that's just taken half a Kara's health, and that happens. So that is good. We now have something really strong on the account, and that's available for all future characters. Any of these any better? Ooh, I might put that in the stash for later, just in case. If we get an igneous drop as well. Although by the time we reach level 62, that's useless. So let's carry on with story for a bit. Now in a position where we can go to maps that say hard or even possibly deadly, and things will get wiped out. So we need to click on all these moss covered pillars. Handy thing actually is I can sit here and just not hit the enemy but hit the wall, and it's ticking this up. I'm going to kill them, which helps because I can't click on this. Now I can. Now I can go and light some fires. Or I would if I didn't have enemies all over me. There's one. Where are you going? It's actually impossible to see where to light that fire. There's supposed to be a fire that I'm... There we are. Is it going to let me do this out of order? Yes, it is. So this is good. We can actually progress quite quickly now. That's completed. I saw it, it vanished. Is it going to reappear? Yes. That's the same as Deirdre's Resolve. It's clearly better than experience and extra gold. I don't mind taking less experience at the moment. We don't run away and get too much experience and run out of gold and can't craft things. So things are looking very good to progress quite quickly. Road to Malador, and this is another one that has a daily quest attached to it. Let's salvage all these. Trying to think how long we got left. 7 minutes. We might get through. This is a long map. So for decapitation strike we need to kill these. Then there's going to be a book in here. He's quite tough. Like that book. There's another book down here. Which will be in there. And one more book down in this section. So that's those. We can pretty much ignore everything to the end of the level. So I will not go down any unnecessary dead ends now. We'll round some of these up. Watch things die around us. So I've got 8 seconds to attack, and the good thing is that it works even when it's obstructed. So I just stand here and off they go. So we might as well just go to the end of the level. Looking at this, I think we'll get Malador done and then save Elban for episode 9. How does that necklace compare? It's going to be way better, isn't it? We'll take that. We can put this in. We can sell these. Turn the quest in. Diana. There we go. You will want the Flame of Malador to give us another ring similar to the one that we picked up earlier. So I don't need to worry about crafting a ring. Let's salvage that, sell that, drop these in here. I think we're going to slightly overrun. It says hard level 58, we're level 55. Yes, because I can hide behind walls and things and let... well, things are going to die anyway. But this AoE is going to go through walls and things. Might as well collect the chests as we go. There's a lot of them on this level. So the item we need for the ring is up the top of this pyramid, so we need to go up here and collect this purple thing. Why am I... who's attacking who? There's a chest I want to open. Be gone. So those skeletons do despawn if you're not in combat for long enough. We shall make use of the wall. Let the AoE deal with things. I don't think I will kill all the enemies. Certainly the ones up there I won't bother with, because there's only a locked chest in that direction, if it appears at all. This is the last chest before the end of level. And there's 3 of them at the top once we have fought Gorlak. That's not hitting anyone, is it? Ooh, that's probably a waste. Would have been useful to keep that for this. But our AoE is going to come to the rescue. I'm assuming it's at 75% or 66% he's going to summon his army of lizards to help. Or is he not going to bother at all? That's interesting. That's strange. He's supposed to have summoned a load of those, and for some reason I'm not having skeletons spawn from my... Something's gone wrong then. This is telling me I need to level up before we go fight Elban in the final map. I'll wait for the gold to finish spilling out before going back, and then we'll collect the rest of the items once we've sold off all the junk. Not a lot to come back in, so we'll sell the grey. We'll put gemstones in the bank or in the stash. Let's collect the flame of Malador and replace that ring. That's very good. Blizzard's about to finish upgrading. Oh, for hitting level 51, what have we hit now? 56. I'm not spending 450 gems on that slot. And I'm not spending 750 gems on that slot. Even though we don't have that much. There's enough gems up here that if I went into a new beginning event right now, if there was one on, there probably is when this video comes out, then I can fully upgrade a character and still have gems to spare. So I am saving those for a new beginning. I think Bronze 9 will be in progress at the time that you get to see this video. So, level 56, we have a nice and tasty vial of the wind spirit, doing 11,250% weapon damage very regularly around us, so that's massively boosted our damage. On the crafting side, I haven't actually looked at this for a while. We're up to level 14, so we're almost at the point where we get a chance to increase the number of chance of getting a socket in the gear that we craft, so that's ticking along nicely. The first big target has been met, which was season level 9. That got us up to 20 glory to get us the vial of wind spirit. So we're in a very good position by the end of this episode, and hopefully that's going to help us push along and tackle levels that are hard, although I definitely need to level up before going to fight Elban in the next map. So we'll do that next time. Thank you very much for watching.